Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and I'm excited to show you the outcome of the work that I did on both of these knives. This is the Victorinox Broker, and as you can see, the initials are no longer on the scale. Now this one was a little difficult to do, to be honest. How can I say this? This is stamped and then placed over another liner that covers and it covers the rivets to the liners of this knife. So the material here that's shown is actually really thin. I measured it to be about almost 1 millimeter thick. So I didn't have a lot of material to play with in regards of removal. So I had to play it really safe on removing these initials. And so it came out good. You can still see a little bit of the dip there of the material that I removed, but it is close enough to what I want to have in my collection. And you can just see that, I mean, these scales are just fantastic. Polished up really well and looks really good. Came out really good. I didn't do anything to the blade or the scissors or anything like that other than oiling them. So this really came out great. And this Victorinox Broker is, it's not easy to find. You can find them out there, but people are asking a lot of money for them. They're asking about $80 to $50 for these things, and I snagged this one for below that, and this is strictly for my collection. I've heard that these are just getting harder and harder to find. So for me, I'm keeping it. I'm not selling it. I may sell it, who knows. Then we move on to the ALOX Popular in silver without the bail. Now if you remember last time I showed you this, there actually was some damage done to the small pen blade, and Super Steel Steve has mentioned this, and if you bend a metal enough, it will fracture and crack or break. And so we had a bent tip on that pen blade, and then the edge had a few dips and bends in it. I tried flattening it out very carefully, and I also tried fixing the tip, and just a few taps, I actually had a, not a roll, but a flex in the blade that I could see on both sides. I immediately knew that the blade had already fractured. And so what I did is I just took a small set of pliers, just did that, and snap, there it went. So whoever had used it already had destroyed the treatment and the tip of that blade. So what we ended up with, and I ended up regrinding it. Just light work. But it came out very good, and as you can hear, it has that snap now. The pivot cleaned up very well, but you can see that, oh, the blade did polish up very well, but you can see that we were missing a little bit of length, but it came out very, very clean. So, and it looks somewhat original. You can see that it had a different shape. I hand sharpened all these on a stone, and they came out great. I feel like this came out really well. You can still see hints of the bend in there, but as I sharpen this and use this knife, that will go away. But you can see the reprofile I did came out great. No real issues there. That came out wonderful. Pivot, cleaned up, easy snap. Large pen blade or spear blade here came out great. We've got a nice polish to it. And I fixed that edge bevel we had. We had a pretty bad edge bevel on there. You can see on this end, that was where the bad edge bevel was, but I corrected that edge. I sharpened both of these blades by hand, and I gauged it at about a 20 degree. And I did a steep edge angle because there's, first of all, not a lot of blade there. And then also Victorinox uses a great steel, but a soft steel. So, but this came out wonderful, and listen to that. Nice snap, nice pull, real clean on the inside. Nice polished blade here on both ends. Both ends, that blade came out great. And I gave this one a little bit of a rougher edge, and I got this one at a hair whittling edge. So this is definitely going to be my fine handiwork blade, and then the other one's going to be for all miscellaneous stuff. But I also polished the spine. So we have a good, nice, high polish on the spine here. So that came out really good. Really, really clean knife, and what a wonderful example. Now you can see, because that reprofile, that blade sticks up just a little bit. But guess what? That larger blade covers that up, and it doesn't catch at all. But it looks great. Really, both of these came out really, really good, and I'm just excited to show you them. Again, thank you so much for tuning into my channel and seeing the outcome of these two. They both came out wonderful, and they'll look fantastic in my Victorinox display. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope that this one wasn't too long. And if you want to see both of these again on their own in an independent review, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, and you know the spiel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Wherever you are, night or day, have a great one.